Hello everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be making a body and facial oil. Have you ever wondered why body oils that you make at home are sticky and don't really absorb in the skin? Today we're going to make one that feels very well on the skin. It's dry and beautiful, but it also leaves your skin glowing. This is what the big companies are doing and they really don't tell us. But today I'm going to let you know what the secret is. We're going to use two different light products. One is an ester and the other one is a silicone. So what is an ester? This is a very light oil that absorbs very quickly in the skin and also leaves a dry, beautiful feel on your skin. It won't leave you tacky as well. We're going to use a silicone called cyclomethicone. And this is also an ultra light oil that we're going to use that absorbs very well in the skin. So we're going to, in this whole formulation, that is the bulk of the oils that we are going to use. So let's begin with the formulation. Today I come with a little bit of a different feel. I'm going to give you this formulation so that you can make the product at home. I hope this makes you feel good and want to come back to my channel. Before we start, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't get to miss any videos that I upload. So let's begin. We need a beaker. We're going to start with C12 alkyl benzoate, and this is the magic product I spoke about. It is an ultra thin oil that absorbs very well in the skin. We're going to use about 24.9%, and to make it easier, I'm making a 100 gram batch. So we just need to now weigh 24.9 grams. Go. You can see it's a see-through oil, okay? And it's very light, okay? So the next that we're going to add is your cyclomethicone, which is the silicone. For that one, we need a lot of it, 69.2% of the cyclomethicone. So we've all added our ester and our silicone. And as I mentioned, the ester that we're using is C1215 alkyl benzoate, and the ester that we're using, the silicone that we're using is cyclomethicone. If we just look at this, I'm going to try and play a bit around with it. You can just see it looks like water. And this is what we're talking about when we say ultra thin. Okay, so I'm going to just pour a little bit here, and so that you can see really what it does. It has absorbed in the skin, but it leaves a nice glow. It's not tacky, I don't feel anything. So that's what we are looking for. So the next product that we're going to add is apricot kernel oil. I love this oil. It's light and it's made out of the kernel of apricots. So we're going to only add 2% of this oil. Okay, if you can just look at this closely, you would see that the oil you can see very well because it's heavier and thicker than the two products that we've just added in there. So you can see when you add it in, it still gives you a very light oil. The next ingredient, we are going to use lemon oil. So this is an oil that I've made using almond oil. I have infused dried lemons in an oil for about 8 to 10 weeks, and we've got our own infused lemon oil. Lemon oil is really used for brightening the skin, evening out the skin, so it's a very good oil to use for your facial products, also for your body products. And also we're going to add 2% of this oil. So we've added all our 4 oils at the moment, and you can see it's a clear liquid oil, and it feels like it's just water. I mean, I think you can even hear the sound. The sound of an oil does not do this. Okay, so at the moment, we've added all our 4 oils that we're going to use for this body oil. And as I mentioned, the bulk of it lies in the silicone and the ester. Now, what happens when you want a medium oil? So what you need to do is to reduce your ester or your silicone lower and add another oil. So you can add grapeseed oil, you can add almond oil to make it a little bit thicker, especially if you've got dry skin. But if you're going to make it for face, I would rather a balanced one that can absorb very quickly on the skin, but does not leave that tackiness on the skin as well. So now that we have used our 4 oils, we're going to add 2 different essential oils. I'm going to add rosemary essential oil, and I'm also going to add bergamot essential oil. And these are at a very low percentage. We'll start with our rosemary, and I'm using only 0.3% of the essential oil. Okay, we just took 0.29. Oh, okay. We just got it to 0.3. So as I said, we have used rosemary essential oil. Just to stop a bit here, all the ingredients that I'm using are found on www.thechemistplug.co.za. This is an online platform where I buy all my products, and some have been given to me to use for these channels. So if you do support us on the www.thechemistplug.co.za, I'll really appreciate it. The next one is bergamot essential oil that we're going to use, and that we are using 1% of the bergamot essential oil. Okay, we've got the 1% of the bergamot oil. I'm going to just mix a little bit. You can see it's still very light in terms of the oil, and it's quite clear as well. So the next product that we're going to add, which is our last product, when you use an oil or any product that has got an oil, you need to put something that will prevent rancidity. So what is rancidity? It is the reaction that happens between an oil and oxygen, which is oxidation, and that gives rancidity. The smell is actually yucky, and we want to prevent this by adding a vitamin E. This vitamin E that I'm going to add, it is a tocopherol, a combination of 70% alpha and beta tocopherol. So what does it do really? 2 functions. It will prevent our products from going rancid. The second part, it is an antioxidant that prevents environmental damage with the environment. So this is a dual product. So if you are looking for this product, please make sure that the color that you are getting wherever you are buying it, it is a little bit dark brown. It is viscous. It's very thick in terms of the texture. That is the 70% alpha and beta tocopherol. So this is the vitamin E that we're going to use for the 2 functions, prevent rancidity, but also as an antioxidant. In this, we are using 0.6% of the vitamin E. It's quite thick. You'd see even when I squeeze there, it's quite thick. Okay, there we go. And now we just have to mix until it has fully dissolved in the oils. And there is our body and facial oil. This literally takes you 10 minutes to make, and you will have a very beautiful body of facial oil. So let's try again on this other hand to see what the feel is. You can see there, it's really absorbing in the skin. Really can't see anything, but it also leaves a beautiful glow. And this is what we want to achieve with the product. It absorbs well and it leaves your skin very beautiful in terms of that glow. So let me confess a bit. My body oil is finished. So I decided today I'm going to make my 100 ml body oil. So the last thing that we really have to do now is to get your bottle that you're going to put it in. Okay, and I'm using a spray so that it comes out really nice. So you would see there, it's mist that you can also apply on your hands. Beautiful product. So why don't you try it at home? Give me some feedback once you've tried it. Remember to subscribe because we're coming back with more formulations. And this time around, I will be giving away those formulations so that you can make them at home. So goodbye.